Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I'm going to be looking at Block'em Sock'em for the Intellivision. This is really more of an unboxing video, just to show you what the full package looks like. John Hancock, the Immortal John Hancock, he is the, well, it's his game. I programmed it for him though. So it does exist on other platforms. He has it originated on the SEGA Genesis, and he wants to kind of bring it into a bunch of other platforms. I already did a video showing the gameplay of the game, and I kind of talked a little bit about it then as well. So yeah, his goal was to essentially start porting it over to other systems. So there's like the Atari 7800. I don't know what other systems he's currently working on right now, but I know his plan is to get it onto as many, I guess, retro systems as he can. So I just got mine from him in the mail, my copy of the game. So there it is, Block'em Sock'em. Really nice looking box, you know, nice green, nice shade of green to it. And it's got the, well, he uses that same photo for the SEGA Genesis one, which is essentially the title screen as well. And he sent it in a nice plastic protector case, which is a nice bonus, added bonus. So I'm just going to open that up, and we can take the game out. So I got this, this is the soundtrack, the Block'em Sock'em soundtrack. You can see it's got the list of what's on there. Also with some pretty neat graphics. I like the graphics on the back there. And it's got the titles. It's got 11 there. Title 'em, block 'em on, sock 'em on, completed. So he created all these names for the different soundtracks. And the thing that's cool too is the CD that he used. Looks like a classic vinyl record. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard, but I thought that looks kind of neat. It's the verbatim CDs, but I like how it looks like a vinyl record. I just thought that's a neat little touch that he wanted to throw in there. And of course it's got its own little cardboard case, nice and sturdy. And for the box, like I said, that's the cover there. And we got the back, and it's got the game graphics and a little description about how the game is played, and of course all of the little things like for one player, for your wits and logic to clear the blocks out of each stage, you know, that kind of stuff. 25 challenging block puzzles to solve, and talks about the use for the IntelliVoice, which was a great feature that I was able to actually add into the game using his voice, John's voice. He recorded it, and we actually got it digitized and put into the game, which is really cool. So if you have the IntelliVoice, it's obviously beneficial if you have that plugged in. So let's open up the box. And, you know, it's not the gatefold, or what are they called, the one that opens up. So it opens up like the like Atari boxes and stuff like that. So the first thing we got is the overlays. Now, I know when I originally was talking to John about having this game made, his original idea was to not have the overlays and to just kind of, you know, keep the cost down. But I told him, like, no, man, the Intellivision community loves the overlays. Even if we don't even use them, we still love to get them. So he changed his mind. He's like, okay, yeah, let's get the overlays going. And so we had some designed, you know, other than, well, you got the skip level and restart level buttons. You know, it's not one of the games that it's critical, but it's just cool to have them. And then we got the manual, of course. Block'em Sock'em. Just nice full color manual. It's got all the graphics in there. I like how we always include these types of things, even though we all know how to hook these things up nowadays, but it just makes it more complete, makes it feel like the game came out back in the day. And of course it's got the screenshots of the screen. I noticed here on the back, it's kind of interesting, is that I can see from the numbers at the bottom that these were an earlier release of the game when I was programming it. So I guess we were getting the boxes design and all that stuff, so we used the older screenshots. But I mean, it's still the game. It's still how it looks, just minus those numbers at the bottom. And they did that in the originals too. The original games, you'd sometimes see pictures of the games in the manuals and in the box that were a little bit different, a little bit off from what you actually got in the final product. As you can see here, on this one, the numbers are not there. So yeah, so you got where you can put your the overlay, and then the screen. There isn't any, like, the screens themselves don't really change too much. The puzzle does. So you got the blocks at the top there, and the arrangements of the blocks are what really change. Outside of having some of the, you know, we got a picture of John in the corner. So when you complete the game, when you get to the final 25th puzzle and you complete it, you'll get to see a picture of John that I created a graphic of. And of course he talks. He says, depending on how you completed the game, if you have a perfect game, or if you got a lot of the puzzles right, or if you skipped a lot of puzzles. So I made a couple of different phrases for that one, which is kind of neat, you know, so you can try and complete the game without skipping or trying to, you know, without losing. Because essentially when you lose, you just restart that level, and then if you want, you could restart the whole game. And then it calculates how many times you've restarted the levels and stuff like that. Just to give that little added touch to the game. But yeah, I mean, it plays pretty much the same as the SEGA Genesis, so if you're familiar with that one, you'll already know how to play, but otherwise you'll get the manual. And the last thing we have in there, of course, is the cartridge. Now obviously this is a repurposed one. He's got a signature on the back there, number 11. So I think he's signing every single one of them and numbering them, which is cool. So you'll know where on his little assembly line. And it got that nice foily block'em sock'em. I know that's hard to see. Ooh, and it's backwards when you look at it. But you know, it's a repurposed cartridge. I know there's you know, with a lot of the newer homebrews too, there's some shells you can get that are non-repurposed. So I don't know. I guess this was John's decision to go with the repurposing one. This might have been like poker and blackjack or something that was really common on the Intellivision. So they just basically take the board out and put the new board in. So anyways, yeah, that is Block'em Sock'em for the Intellivision. It's available now from John himself. You can go on the Atari Age forum. There's a, actually I'll just throw a link below, but on the Atari Age forum, there's an Intellivision section, and if you go there, you'll see Block'em Sock'em for the Intellivision. He initially had these for sale at the previous PRGE, Portland Retro Gaming Expo, where you could buy them right there, but he's made them available online. So there's about 100 copies that we had created, and if he sells them all and there's still demand, he's going to do another batch. So that's really cool. And there's also talk about having the ROM available at some point, but more details will follow for that one. Anyways, let me know what you think of Block'em Sock'em. Like I said, I did a previous video where you could see full gameplay of how it looks and plays and the voice and all that stuff. So if you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. And yeah, if you want to buy a copy, I believe he's selling them $60 right now, which is a really good deal for Intellivision games, especially homebrew games. They don't, the homebrew games usually don't come that cheap. And I know there's been a lot of talk about that. Some people are, you know, saying, oh, it should be, you know, a lot cheaper. But if you factor in the cost of making the manuals, making the overlays, making the box, you know, and the stickers for the cartridge, and all that other fun stuff, it really adds up. And, you know, so $60 is a really good price. We're discussing when the ROM becomes available, that it's going to be around probably the $10 mark, just to keep the cost down and, you know, make the game affordable. Other than that, I mean, the only other option is to just sell cartridge only, and I don't think anybody really wants that, especially in the Intellivision community. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe. We'll talk to you later.